Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. As we are obviously starting a new trading week, have started a new trading week, we can see that a lot of the altcoins are under selling pressure, including ADA as well, of course, pretty much in line with what Bitcoin is doing as well. They are holding quite well though, actually, compared to Bitcoin, but of course they are affected as well. Some more, some less, and ADA a little bit less, I would say. Of course, also coming down today and showing some weakness, but it's still above a micro support area that we talked about in the previous videos, here specifically defined between 44.2 cents and 47 cents. So we've got this sort of micro support area there, which is relevant for the yellow scenario. In the yellow count, the price has a chance to rally in a diagonal pattern. I find that now very, very speculative, given how weak the price seems to be. And given that we couldn't break above resistance, and given that we couldn't break above the 100% extension level of this initial rally here. So all of that adds up to tell me, obviously, that this is rather a corrective rally that unfolded here from the 13th of April to the 22nd of April top. Obviously, we are starting with a range of possibilities and probabilities. And as we get more price data, these can shift a little bit. I still think it could obviously form a diagonal. I mean, it is technically valid, but then this B wave of wave 3 in the yellow scenario that you can see on the chart, it is very, very deep. Okay, has come down a lot. And then the C wave to the upside would actually need to follow from here. So there is no evidence at all that, for example, a C wave of a third wave to the upside has started to unfold. So please be aware. There is still a high risk of one more low, but I mean, the good news is that one more low could be the last one. And that one more low could reach, as I mentioned already in previous videos, the area between 38 cents and 36.3 cents. Okay, that is the next Fibonacci extension target zone, you could call it. And it's also pretty much an overlap. There is an overlap with the 61.8 retracement level that's pointing towards 36 cents. So we have a bit of a target area there that we can watch in case there is another low, which appears quite likely at the moment. Okay, I shared with you in yesterday's video that as long as we stay now below 50.5 cents, the white count has preference. Why? Because the move down from the weekend high seems like, no, it's actually not the weekend high, from last week's high, seems like a 5-wave move down. So we have 5 down, which could be the A wave of wave 5, because this move down is an ending diagonal. So we're dealing with corrective structures in the subwaves. And this might have been the B wave already, or maybe we form a slightly larger B and then come down. But even if we form a larger B, it shouldn't really break and sustain above 50.5 cents. So therefore, I'm considering this as resistance. If we break above it, that would, let's say, revitalize, is maybe a good word, revitalize the yellow scenario, and would then most likely allow the bulls to drive the price higher to the 1.38 extension, which is at 56.8 cents and the first ideal target for that third wave. So that should give you the levels to the downside that we have to watch, as well as the levels to the upside and the resistance area that needs to be taken out in order to clearly favor the yellow scenario. At the moment, we are below the trend line. We have a 5-wave move down after a 3-wave move up. What hasn't happened yet is to break below support. The next support level is 44.2 cents. It is micro support. That would, if that is taken out, it would, in my opinion, increase downside momentum. If that is followed with a break below 42.2 cents, then this would formally invalidate the yellow wave count. Okay, so below 44.2 cents, it will reduce the likelihood further of the yellow scenario. Below the 42.2 cent level, it will completely invalidate the yellow count. Okay, I mean, unless it does some kind of a surprise move then, which is always possible, but we are not here for what's possible. We're here for rather, what's probable. What do we see right now? We are still holding above support, but there's just no clear upside reaction. So yeah, be prepared for another drop. It doesn't mean it has to happen. We are already in a larger support zone, okay, the yellow one. but it just currently appears likely that we just continue with that downside pressure. The only way for the bulls to fight that bearish setup is a break above 50.5 cents. If that's a convincing break, then yeah, let's see if we can then fill in all 5 waves to the upside. But the narrative hasn't changed here for a long time now. I mean, it really takes that 5-wave move to the upside. Until we see that, further downside has to be considered. Okay, that's my update about ADA. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.